Hello everyone, my name's Janet King and I'm the Sector Manager for Education and Childcare at NCFE. I just want to take a few moments really to talk to you about the sector and to really hone in on one of the things that's been predominant in the 175 report, and also something that you can't escape from in the world of education in early years, and that's the recruitment and retention crisis that we have in the sector. But what I don't want to do is talk about the statistics, talk about the struggles and the challenges, because we know what they are. What I'd rather do is talk about what are we going to do about it? What can we do about it from an NCFE perspective? What ideas and visions do we have that will contribute in some way to improving the situation? Let's take a look. So a couple of years ago now, we started our Education and Childcare Career Toolkit. That's absolutely packed with podcasts, experiences, contemporary issues, and CPD carousel. And that CPD carousel hosts those podcasts with professionals that actually look at some of those critical and crucial aspects of education and early years. Trends and developments, professional perspectives, theoretical and philosophical approaches. All of these CPD carousels are bite-sized, so you can look at those whenever you like really, whenever you get the chance. A spare few minutes is all it takes. We also offer CPD bespoke opportunities, and settings will contact us to put something on that will actually speak to their staff and mean something to them and their situation at the time. However, what that's not doing is actually embracing something that's a continuum. What can we do? We've got the Education and Childcare Toolkit. We're trying to address that attract and appeal for joining the sector. The ambitions of an early years practitioner and early years educator. The different opportunities along that career trajectory. All of that is there. Absolute talks and podcasts, detailed information about how to get there. And those interviews, as I say, with those professionals who have gone along a trajectory and are happy and generous to share their experiences on such a rewarding career. So we thought long and hard about this. What we are trying to do, and what everybody is trying to do, is absolutely share that invested importance in valuing education and early years. An effective workforce with highly qualified, highly trained staff is what children and families absolutely deserve. And to be able to do that, we need to bring drive and motivation. We need to invest time in professional development. And we need to start valuing ourselves within that sector. Now I know that's all overshadowed by the lack of investment in funding and so on that over the years that is leading to settings closing, to struggling really to be able to make ends meet, and in terms of leadership there's been a high turnover of staff, and that has got to in some respect have some impact on the quality within our settings for babies and children, because quite frankly those individuals who are joining the sector are not staying in the sector, and we need to find out why. Is it about money? Is it about a sense of belonging? Is it because there is a very sort of strong disconnect between how we feel and the job that we do, and how we feel about that job and how that's valued from a societal point of view? There are so many factors, I think, and money is just one of them. It's a really critical and important one, and I'm not underestimating that by any stretch. But what I'm saying is that we need to still attract people into the sector And we need to make it clear what those wonderful opportunities for the sector can be. So that led us to develop our professional practice framework. And this is something that we are still developing and still investing time and effort into. It's arranged in 3 distinct parts, with the introduction, how to use it, the importance of reflection and supervision for improved outcomes, the investment to lifelong learning. It provides a framework for self-analysis, for action planning, and dedicated support for next steps planning along the professional practice framework journey. It acknowledges where you may be against the early years educator criteria. So when that new early years educator criteria is released as a statutory requirement for September 24, the professional practice framework will guide practitioners through. So for existing staff, it's a reminder of what those core principles are. For new staff, it keeps you along that journey and helps you to sort of check in on regular intervals, preparation for supervision, honest and open reflections about where you are in some of those areas and aspects. And so that's the intent and the impact, hopefully, to create that environment where there is a value and a pride and a sense of belonging within a team. What we also want to do is ensure that students who are joining the sector, so they're studying early years, they're studying education and childcare, have a voice and understand what professional development is by engaging in it right from the very beginning. So 2 years has been an important cycle for us, and within the last 2 years we've also started our student conferences, and we hold these termly with a thematic area. This allows students to listen to professionals, to engage with those professionals through interactive chat, and also to be able to have a slot for higher education institutions to talk about the disciplines that allow for that journey to continue, employers to talk about the challenges but also the absolute rewards of working in this profession, and also for students themselves to talk about their experiences and what might be their highs and lows along the way. This is investing time as part of a step into a professional practice framework. When we think about valuing the sector, we have to value those students that are coming in. We have to raise the attraction and the appeal. And that's not false hope. This is a rewarding career. There are many opportunities and experiences along the way for growth and professional development. And that needs to actually grow and continue along that continuum whilst we still look at the policy and engage in a workforce strategy. So you may have questions about this. Please don't hesitate to get in touch. So Janet King at ncfe.org.uk, and I really look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for listening. Let's get education in early years back on track. Babies, children and families need dedicated individuals working for them. They need you to actually start that journey and be on that journey, and they absolutely deserve the best possible outcomes we can give them. Thank you.